How far are real estate prices going to fall? Hi, everyone. This is Rosie Hayer and Brittany Daly with Rivet Real Estate. And we are excited to bring a hands-on market update so you don't have to rely on Fox News and CNBC to understand what real estate market is doing. Instead, I would love for you all to hear from us directly because we are the local market area experts and we are day in and out of the homes and prices, and we are able to observe what's happening to real estate market. So today, our intention is to make sure that you completely understand where the real estate market has been and where it's headed. The reason it's important, and we see it our responsibility to share with you, because we have been helping investors and home buyers for last decade invest in real estate and buy their first and second homes. And we as a team keep our fingertip on the pulse of the market every week, in and out, to make sure that we identify opportunities that are best for you to buy and invest in. So without any further ado, I would love to share with you guys a 5-year trend. Now, you're probably wondering, why are we going to look at a 5-year trend? The reason we want to look at the 5-year trend is because only by comparison, we're able to understand where we have been in real estate market and where we are headed. So if we don't know where we have been, where we are headed can look very scary, because oftentimes a consumer draws the comparison between what has happened in last few months to what's happening right now. So Brittany and I would actually dissect the market for the last 5-year trends for you. So as you can see on our screen, we have been observing and tracking data since 2018 to 2022. Now, the categories of data we track is how many number of sales have been happening each month, what is the average price, what is the average days on the market, what is the percentage change in number of units sold, and what is the percentage change in the pricing. And most importantly, the major factor that determines the property values is the average months of inventory. Now, if we just scroll down to 2022 data, this is what consumers are hearing. This is what the news are based on. The market is crashing, prices are going down. Well, of course they're going down, because if you're looking at the comparison from January till September. So if you look in the January, we had sales of around 2,491. Our average price was 565. Our average days on the market is 28 days. And our average month of inventory is 1 month. So you guys can clearly see with only 1 month inventory, we're running an average price of 565,000. Now, as the year progressed this year, the month of inventory kept on going down, down, down. So it went from 1 month to 0.48, 0.5, 0.69. Guys, this is a suffocated market. A buyer cannot buy a home, right, Bree? So Bree, help us draw a comparison. When we were running at less than a month inventory, what was the state of market in terms of buyers finding opportunity to buy? How much was the effort in identifying a home to going under contract?
Yeah, I mean, people were writing anywhere between 10 and 25 offers on properties, going anywhere between $50,000 to $120,000 over asking with full appraisal waivers, and rejection after rejection after rejection of putting in offers, blindly putting in offers, not even seeing the homes at all, not being able to walk through, and agents getting anywhere between 20 to, I think someone even had over 100 offers on one home within 3 days. Within 3 days.
Within 3 days. Now, we all know nobody can sell to 100 buyers. One home can only be sold to one buyer. Now, the news that everybody is hearing online is this, that from June to September, actually, I'll take it back. From May to September, when the interest rate hikes happened, the inventory went from 1 month to 3 month inventory, right? So very quickly, homes became available. Very quickly, people had options. And very suddenly, prices adjusted. Now, let's take a closer look. Everybody says, well, market is crashing, it's another recession. So are we really in 2008 and 9 market? Now go back to 2018. Everybody identifies 2018 as a strong market. So if we look at 2018 and we go back to January to September trend of 2018, you can clearly tell in January, our average sales price was $350,000 and our average month of inventory was 2.39 months. Now, the reason I bring it up is because as the year progressed in 2018, you can clearly tell the inventory does go up starting May, June, July, and August. And if you look at it in September, in 2018, we were sitting on 3.3 month worth of inventory. Now, guys, if you scroll right down in September of 2022, we are just at 3.15 month of inventory. But what happened to our average price? Our average price went from $369,000 in September to $585,000 in 2022. This is the true comparison of where market is headed. What we are hearing in news, TikToks, Instagrams, and YouTube videos is, oh, market is crashing. It's not crashing. It's simply an adjustment in the price. Because if you look at the price adjustment is happening from going at $630,000 in March to back to $585,000 in September. It is just a correction, and the correction is simply because of the month of inventory going up. But if you go back to 2018, excuse me, if you go back to 2018, the prices were gradually going up. They're going from $350 average sales price in January to $362 to $376K to $387K, in June $393K, and in September adjusting again as they always do seasonally. So you can tell the adjustment in price is normal, but in 2018, 19, and 20, prices didn't hike this high as they hiked in 2022. So the adjustment we are seeing is the adjustment of the market based on inventory. It is not the market back in 2008 and 9. Now, if we don't act strategically and we don't perceive reality for what it is, we can create a market that is not existing. By which I mean is, with interest rates high, people are thinking, okay, I'm just not going to buy a home. But if your home is not available for sale at 663 and you don't have to put another $70,000, buying a home at 585 at 7%, Bree, wouldn't you say like that price is still the same? Like buying a property at 663 at a 5% or 4% interest rate compared to buying a property at 585 at 7.5% interest rate and not having to throw $60,000 towards sellers, what would you say on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically thinking the same thing, except for you're having less money come out of your pocket originally. You know,
Yeah.
payment would be roughly the same, but you are saving that $50,000, $60,000 and keeping that in your pocket.
Yep. So guys, before we give in to the news online and say market is crashing, I would like for y'all to review the market from our eyes. We're seeing these numbers on weekly basis, and we understand the comparison for last 5 years to today. So market is only adjusting because of the inventory changing. Prices are not dropping back down to 2018 and 19. There is no way that would happen because there's too much movement of people moving into Texas. So without any further ado, I would love for you all to hear from Brittany on how this 5-year market trend boils down to Texas Market and Journal, and then we will help you draw comparison from Texas to City of Austin. After all, we are the hot talk of the year. City of Austin is on everybody's mouth, and they know a lot of people are moving here because of the opportunities. So Brittany, I would love for you to share with everyone on how Texas and Austin market is performing in terms of inventory, sales, and all the good data.
Awesome. So we are looking at September data right now. And this is for the entire state of Texas. Okay. So when we're looking at this, we are comparing this to September of 2021. Okay.
Mhm.
That's how we're looking at these comparisons when we see these arrows right here. So let's take a look at Texas. The median sales price is $343. Okay. That being said, it is up by 11%. Year over year. Okay.
Yep.
So that's telling us that our price is dropping. necessarily. They are going down, but they're not dropping. We still have appreciation over last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're going to look at the average days on market. Average days on market has gone up, right? And we're looking at 38 days on average. Okay.
Mhm.
38 days on average is, gives us a little bit of room on the buying side for negotiations, which is obviously a good thing as a buyer. But it's still not sitting that long. We're not seeing, 60 days on the market, 90 days on the market, anything of that nature. Homes are moving.
Yeah.
When we looked at these closed sales, okay, closed sales are down by 15.7%. We have 31,000 closed sales. Now, Rosie, I'll let you speak a little bit about this. People see, you're down 15%. What does that mean for people whenever they see these low numbers on closed sales?
Yeah, definitely. So Bree, you and I both know we have been working with new builders day in and day out, right? And we have to remember a large inventory of the homes sold in the market are also sold by brand new construction builders, right? So if there is this shift in the market, builders are feeling it too. So builders are releasing lots in the market as they used to back in 2015, 16, 17, and 18. They're making those lots available for sale because we don't have the supply and inventory issue anymore. Now, a lot of homes are going under contract, but how are they supposed to close if the construction is not finished yet? So the reason closed sales are showing down is, of course, the inventory is up. There is one big factor to that, but it's also because things are going under contract, but not necessarily closing until 5-6 months later. So we would be excited to track these numbers for you and see how the sales are going to perform in closed sales number in next 3 to 4 months, because that's when construction would complete. So guys, I would say pay attention to the pricing. Closed sales are down only because of the inventory and new construction inventory being released into the market, which is not closed yet. They're still building houses. Does it make sense, Bree?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So I wanted to highlight a couple of other things. Speaking about new construction, we see new listings down, a little bit, like 8% or so. We still have 42,000 new listings coming on the market in the state of Texas for the month of September. Okay. Look at the active listings. Active listings are up by 4%. Okay. 90,000. And these active listings, if we were to take you into, ABOR MLS or Houston MLS, Dallas MLS, a lot of the active listings that you see are new construction. If I take away 2022 data and I only have 2021 or anything that's older than that, you will see probably about at least 30% go away.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's true.
And the final thing we want to look at for Texas is months of inventory. So we were sitting at less than 1 month's inventory for the longest time, as you could see in the 5-year data, right? We were sitting at so low inventory, less than 1 month, right? So what does that do? That's going to drive up prices because the demand is high, the supply is low. Supply is higher, okay? Supply is 2.7 months. What we have to remember is that a seller's market is anything that is 6 months inventory or less. Buyer's market is 6 months inventory or more.
That's right.
Are we still in a seller's market? Yes. But seller's market doesn't mean that we can't negotiate. I think, Rosie, what we have to remember is the past 2 years have been so chaotic, I think would be the right word for this, chaos.
Yeah.
That people think that if we're able to negotiate, then that means that, we should always try to negotiate 30,000, 50,000, 70,000. That's not necessarily what's happening here, unless they're pricing it incorrectly. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
But, can you negotiate 10,000, 15,000? Yes. Can you negotiate a little bit? Yes, this is good. This is what we've been hoping and waiting for the past 2.5 years. And it's finally here.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, I don't want to ignore the fact that we have pending sales that are showing a low number. Just understand, this is just the market reacting. People are getting used to the new interest rates. Read in June, July, and August, there was a lot of frown on buyers' faces about the interest rates, right? But what are you seeing with buyers now? Are they just saying that I'm never going to buy a home again and sit on the sidelines, or are they getting into the acceptance phase?
Yeah, acceptance phase, they're understanding that interest rates aren't going anywhere, and prices are still going to be going up. You still have that appreciation that we have been having. Maybe not as much as the past 2 years, but you're still having high appreciation.
Yeah.
Things like whenever we were buying in 2018, 2019, 2017, right? Homes
Yeah.
are still appreciating. So by waiting, they could actually be losing out, right? Rather than biting the bullet, taking that higher interest rate, because at the end of the day, you can always refinance.
That's right. So guys, my first home, I know you're probably like, hey, your first home. My first home, I had a premium credit score and I got a 7.75 interest rate. Can y'all believe it? So this interest rate is not forever. Like in real estate, we say, marry the property, but date your interest rate. So if interest rates go down, you have the full permission, nobody's gonna stop you, you can refinance. But this is the time you go in and avoid that multiple offer situation, avoid that rushing and bidding above asking, and that extra $60,000 never bring your monthly payment down. It's just extra money thrown at the house and never seen again, right? So this is the time you go in and take advantage of the opportunity you have in terms of high inventory. Pick and choose the house that you really like and don't compromise on your needs and adjust. Well, I'm not going to go into interest rates right now. That's a whole different conversation. You guys are going to have to watch the video we did with Sharon Barney, one of our lender partners. She went deep dive into on how the interest rates have created a huge opportunity for investors and first-time home buyers. Guys, we're looking at loan programs that we never saw before. Have we heard about the AIO loan programs in last 5-7 years?
Nope, never. This is
So
a
guys,
game changer.
banks are making money available in a very creative way. Take advantage of it. Bree, show us how this data boils down to local market here in Austin, Round Rock area.
Awesome. So let's look at, we're going to look at two. So we're going to look at the city of Austin, and then we're going to take it to Austin Round Rock. Okay. So city of Austin, our median sales price is 555,000. We're still up 5%, guys. All right. Our price is dropping.
No, guys, look at the median sales price. Is it going down? Has it adjusted? Yes, right? But we're talking about 2021 to 2022 comparison. It's going up.
Yeah, going up. Our closed sales down 31%. We look at Texas, right? 15.7, 31%. And this is basically just to harp on Rosie's point before. A lot of the inventory that you're seeing is new construction. It is not completed yet. So when it's not completed, and guys, I'll be honest with you, builders right now, they are still having issues completing at the completion date that they originally said.
Yes. The
They
buyers
are saying, you know, someone was supposed to be done in, I think it was August. They're telling them December now.
Wow. So they're still behind construction.
Yes.
Wow. How are we going to see closed sales that haven't closed yet? A lot
Right.
of panic data is staying around. All right, Bree, I like it. Keep going.
Average days on market, we're looking at 35 days on the market. Again, this is very similar to Texas. Texas was 38.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
New listings were down 7%. Active listings were up 113%. Again, I don't want this to scare you because remember, we had such low inventory in city of Austin that
Yeah.
active listings are going to be up, right? If we have more months of inventory. And again, if I were to show you, actually, I'm going to show.
Yeah.
Here.
Bree,
Let me-
pick one neighborhood and show something to us where we can show people how we have so much inventory that is just new construction. This is exciting.
This is fun. Okay, let's go straight into MLS here. And I'm just going to make it easy. I'm just going to hit, where should we do? Leander?
Let's just do the under.
Why not? I'm gonna say 2021 or less, okay? 338 matches,
Wow.
okay? Now,
2022.
115 matches if I take away any sort of restriction. So 2022 to 2023, 177 matches.
There you go, guys. This is the live proof why the active inventory is up. out of the 555 homes approximately that are available in Leander for sale, almost 177 of them are new construction.
Yeah.
That's what's increasing the inventory. That's great, Brittany. That's great. Thank you for showing us.
Yeah. Pending sales, this is on trend. If we look back at Texas data, right? We're looking at the same thing. We are on trend with everything else, right? Pending sales are down a bit. Months of inventory were, up to 2.7 months.
Very
Okay.
similar.
Very similar. Let's take a look at Austin Round Rock. Okay. Median sales price, 470,000. Again, we're up 5%.
Up. Yep.
We both said up. Because we're up. Are the prices falling? No, they're going up if we look year over year. This is the same, right? We're looking at our closed sales, we're down by 18%. Average days on the market, we're looking at roughly 40 days, okay? Our new listings have gone down 3%. We're looking at almost 4,000 new listings. Active listings, we've gone up. Again, remember all the new construction that's coming up, because remember, this is what the builders were doing before, Rosie. Remember this? Whenever we would say, is there any new construction coming? And what would they tell us? No, we have nothing. We have a list of 500 people. We have a line out the door waiting at 9 a.m. and we'll only take 2 people, right? Yeah. And now what are they doing? They are flooding. They're saying, okay, we actually do have all of these homes, right? And they're not going to be ready until June or August of 2023, but we're releasing them now. So that is why we see these active listings coming up. And that's why our months of inventory go up. But guys, remember, when months of inventory go up, it allows us to have more options, right? And then it allows us to be able to negotiate a bit.
Guys, this is the time to go into the market. Like, we are wanting to sweep off the mountaintop that everything that we were telling you not to do in last 2 years. How many investors we told them not to invest because the rental rates were not making sense, Bree?
Yeah.
A lot of them. If the rental rates did not make sense, we did not ask them to invest. Doesn't matter if the interest rate is 2%, 3%, 4%. If the numbers don't make sense, the interest rate doesn't make sense. Now, the only thing that's high is interest rates. And that's the only reason people are not acting right away, because they're feeling the house is expensive. But we got to change the way we look at things so we can see the opportunity in the market. Bree, show us, how does this add up to the rental rates for us?
Yeah, let's take a look at our rental rates, okay? So what we're doing right now is we're just taking the median of everything just to share with you a little bit about what's happening in the market, okay? So let's just take, median, we're looking at 3-bed, 2-bath, roughly 1,872 square feet. Again, guys, anything that you're purchasing, if you're looking for investment, 1,500 to about 2,300, we're going to be good and safe, right? Depending on the area, obviously. But on average, most of the time we're looking at roughly that 1,800 square feet. Now, whenever we look at our closed price that we are going under contract and leasing it out, we're getting $2,440 a month.
Wow. Guys, I want to take a moment and just pause here real quick. And if you give us feedback and tell us what else you want to know, we will make sure we incorporate in our next monthly market update. Here's the thing. A 1872 square footage property is renting for $2,440. Bree, we have been helping investors invest in real estate for the last 7-8 years. What used to be an average rent for an 1,800 square footage property?
So when we look at closed price per square foot, I used to say if we're between 90 cents to $1, then we're good. If we're over $1, that is amazing.
Guys, 30% increase. Would you say, Bree, it's a 30% increase in the rent? Guys, if the rent have gone up about 30%, then interest rates going from 5 to 7% shouldn't scare us. Because our properties are going to yield us profit in rental appreciation. So guys, once again, this is a very, very solid evidence that the rental rates are not going anywhere. So there's demand. People want to live in the homes. And matter of fact, with interest rates going up, more and more people are going to want to rent. And look at the average days on the market. Bree, what do you have to say about this average days on the market compared to 4 or 5 years ago?
Okay, guys, we used to say anything that's 25 to 30 days, good, right? Because at the end of the day, here's what all investors say. Will my house rent out? Sometimes you don't even care about what the price is, right? You just want to know, will I be able to get a tenant in, right?
Yeah,
If we look at anything under 30 days is great, right? Because 30 days, you're not losing a month.
that's
This
right.
right here, this is less than 2 weeks. This is barely even a week that it's taking to rent this out at the $24.40 a month.
No brainer. Seriously, no brainer.
Seriously.
So, guys, here's the thing. At Rivet Real Estate, our goal is just not to put people in their homes. We want to help people strategically acquire real estate so they're capable of buying the second home to build wealth, if they choose to. And 70% of the buyers we serve in a year, they're investors. They're out of state, they're locals, they're buying their second homes and they're building their wealth for their families and creating legacies for their next generation. So if you're someone who wants to take real estate upon as a goal that backs you up wealth-wise and builds your net worth up, these are numbers that you must consider. And this interest rate is not handicapping as everybody is predicting it to be. It is an opportunity. It is an opportunity for you to enroll yourself back into home buying that has kicked you out of the market with last 2-3 years of aggression. Bree, what was happening to our 3.5% down buyers and our USDA loan buyers in last 3 years?
They didn't stand a chance. If you weren't doing conventional loan, had money to cover appraisal and do full appraisal waivers, or if you're doing a partial, at least have a minimum of $20,000 or $30,000 to cover, they weren't even opening our offer.
Guys, too many home buyers who had first-time home buyers had given up on their dream to buy a home. This is for you to claim your opportunity back. Everybody deserves a home ownership and everybody deserves to grow their wealth in real estate. All you need is strong real estate partners who are going to show you the market for what it is, not just to speculate based on what's being thrown on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Fox News and CNBC. We can't control what happens at the national level, but we can give you a true reflection of what's happening locally. So guys, if anything we said today interested you and you are curious to know more about what to do next in terms of home ownership or build your investment portfolio, give us a call, email us. We would be happy to set up a consult to truly understand your buying need and help you match with an opportunity that is a true fit for you. And we're only one phone call away. What do you say, Brie?
Yes.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. This was our September 2022 market update. We are thrilled to analyze the market for next 4 weeks for you, and we'll see you again in November with a hot market update so you don't have to rely on any news, but you hear directly from us. We're excited to make your real estate grow, your wealth grow, and we take so much pride in your success. Until then, make it a great day. Bye.
Bye.